We've got a new hands-on leak for all three Pixel 9 phones confirming the design as well as all of the specs, so hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So the hands-on leak comes courtesy of Rozetked, and apologies if I've pronounced that wrong, but it appears that the Russian leaker now has his hands on all three models of the Pixel 9 series, and he was in fact the person behind all of the previous photo leaks of the Pixel 9. So the first set of photos that he delivers, we see the Pixel 9 Pro XL next to the iPhone 15 Pro, and many of you are going to notice that it is in fact a larger phone than the iPhone as it should be. Now the rear panel confirms a triple camera setup, and then the front panel shows a rounded device with a flat display, and the leaker also confirms that the Pixel 9 Pro XL is going to be coming with a 6.73-inch display. Now next up, we get a good look at the Pixel 9 side by side with the Pixel 9 Pro, and it confirms that the previous leaks were all correct and they're exactly the same in size, but we then get the same shot but with the phones turned around, and as you can see, while they are the same size, the Pixel 9 does seem to have thicker bezels than the Pixel 9 Pro. Now for those of you concerned with how it looks in comparison to the previous versions, we've got another photo with the Pixel 9 Pro, the Pixel 9, we've then got the Pixel 8, and then finally the Pixel 7 on the far right. Now he also confirms that when it comes to the design, the Pixel 9 Pro has a glossy frame, but it's then got a matte rear panel and a matte camera module, whereas the standard Pixel 9 has a matte frame, but it's got a glossy back and a glossy camera module, so they're both pretty much the opposites. We've also got some photos where the phones have been powered up, and the leak confirms that the Pixel 9 is going to be coming with 12GB of RAM as the base model, and the Pro models are going to be getting a bump to 16GB, and the standard Pixel 9 also doesn't have ultra-wideband, whereas the other two models do, and of course we get one less camera on the non-Pro Pixel 9. Now we get a 50MP wide-angle camera on the Pixel 9, and this is accompanied with an ultra-wide camera, and then over on the Pixel 9 Pro and the Pro XL, we've got a 50MP wide-angle, a 50MP ultra-wide, and then a 50MP telephoto with 5x zoom. Now of course there's going to be plenty of new AI features coming with the Pixel along with all of the new features in Android 15, but for those of you excited for the Google Pixel 9 series, I'm now going to be running through the full specs, design and the expected pricing for each model in the range to help you guys decide which one of them is right for you, so hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So first up, we've got the standard Pixel 9, which comes with a 6.24-inch flat display with Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection. It's a 120Hz Full HD Plus OLED display with an expected resolution of 2400 by 1080, and we're also getting upgrades to the color accuracy and the peak brightness of the display. We get a punch hole camera top center for the selfies, and the exact sensor isn't known at the moment, but we expect a 12MP selfie camera. Now over on the rear, it's a dual camera setup consisting of a 50MP wide-angle camera for the primary and an additional ultra-wide camera, and the wide-angle camera is the same camera that's going to be used in the Pixel 9 Pro. The phone will be powered by Google's new Tensor G4 chipset, and it's going to deliver improvements in performance, efficiency, and AI capabilities, and it's coming with 12GB of RAM and 128 or 256 storage options, and it will of course be UFS 4. We're expecting around a 4600mAh battery with improvements to fast charging, and while Google always play it fairly safe, we're hoping for at least something like 30 to 35 watts. We get 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7, and the phone is of course going to ship with Android 15. Now the Pixel 9 is launching in October, and we'll get more accurate details on the pricing as we approach the launch, but it's estimated it's going to launch around $700. Now next up, we've got the Pixel 9 Pro, and this comes with a 6.34-inch flat display with Gorilla Glass Armor protection. It's a 120Hz OLED display with an expected resolution of around 2992 by 1334. While the exact display is still currently unknown, we're no doubt going to get some improvements to brightness, and we'll of course be getting improvements to the color accuracy as well as the peak brightness of the display. We get a punch hole camera in the top center for the selfies, and again, the exact sensor is still unknown at the moment, but we expect a 12MP selfie camera. Now over on the rear, it's a triple camera setup consisting of a 50MP wide-angle camera, a 50MP ultra-wide, and then a 50MP telephoto with 5x optical zoom, and then the 50MP wide-angle is the same camera that's used on the standard Pixel 9. Now the phone is powered by Google's new Tensor G4 chipset, and this is going to bring improvements in performance, efficiency, and the AI capabilities, and it's coming with 16GB of RAM and up to 1TB of storage, which will of course be UFS 4. We're expecting around a 4600 mAh battery with improvements to fast charging, and while Google are still playing it very safe, we're hoping for at least 30 to 40 watt fast charge. We get 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7 and an ultra-wideband chip, and the phone is of course going to ship with Android 15. The Pixel 9 is launching in October, and again we're going to get more accurate details on pricing as we get closer to launch, but it's estimated to launch around $900. Now finally, we've got the new Pixel 9 Pro XL, and this comes with a 6.73-inch flat display with Gorilla Glass armor protection. It's a 120Hz OLED display with a Quad HD Plus resolution, while the exact display is still currently unknown. We'll of course be getting improvements to the color accuracy as well as the peak brightness of the display. And we're expecting the Pixel 9 XL to be around 2600 to 3000 nits of peak brightness. We get a punch-hole camera at top center for the selfies, and the exact sensor isn't known at the moment, but we can expect something like a 12-megapixel selfie camera. Now over on the rear, it's a triple camera setup consisting of a 50-megapixel wide-angle camera, a 50-megapixel ultra-wide, and then a 50-megapixel telephoto with 5x optical zoom, and the 50-megapixel wide-angle is the same camera that's on the standard Pixel 9 and the Pixel 9 Pro. Now the phone is going to be powered by Google's new Tensor G4 chipset that will bring with it improvements to performance, efficiency, and AI capabilities, and it's coming with 16GB of RAM and up to 1TB of storage, and this will be UFS 4. We're expecting around a 5100 mAh battery with improvements to fast charging as well, and again, because Google play it very safe, it's hard to guess, but we're really hoping for at least 40 watt fast charging. We get 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7 and ultra-wideband, and of course the phone is going to ship with Android 15, and the Pixel 9 Pro XL is going to be launching in October. Again, we'll get more accurate details on pricing as we approach the launch, but it's estimated it's going to cost around $1,100. So overall, the new Pixel 9 lineup is delivering exactly what we expect from Google. We've got a slight change to design with some new hardware and lots of new AI features, and Google's main area of focus, as always, is going to be in the camera department, so we're definitely going to expect to see improvements in both photos and videos. Now with the new design, we should also see a much stronger and durable phone than before, and along with 7 years of OS software updates, it's definitely going to be a phone that can last you for some time. And it's great that we've now got 3 devices in the lineup thanks to the return of the XL version, and more choice for the consumer is never a bad thing. Now of course, it does share a lot of similarities with its predecessor, so it's probably not going to make anyone with a Pixel 8 go rushing for an upgrade, but for anyone with an older Pixel looking to get their first Pixel, then it's still going to be a great choice. Now Google have never been good at keeping any leaks a secret, so it's not going to be long until we've got a full hands-on unboxing and review, and of course as soon as we get anything like that I'm going to be sharing it straight away, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.